Very good afternoon to everyone. Myself Ajay Chendake. I am working here as assistant professor since 10 years at Degree College of Physical Education, and today we want to go with one ICT education. How ICT start with the main e-learning and education tool. Under this subject or under this tool, we have started with e-learning. Everyone know that in a age of internet, e is a word that is electronically. Everything like e-news, e-pay, e-governance, everyone start with the e. Then what is the importance of e? We can see your next slide. What is e-learning? E-learning is nothing but internet enabled learning, means each and every devices have enabled with internet, and the use of internet technologies to deliver broad set of solutions that enhance knowledge and performance. Anyone want give some information or some subscribe information, it is a very good media for the every viewer and users of the internet which can have shaping this internet technology. What is truth of e-learning? E-learning, internet has started reshaping education. Education will not be the same in the next decade. These 2 points indicates that whatever the learners are the education under the control of the internet, then it is a very beneficial for every area of the education as well as the private sector or anyone. The second one important point is that the traditional classroom has to be transferred. For today's our video lecture is also based on this line. The traditional classroom has to be transferred. Everyone know that as your child age or the school age or college level, we have not used the ICT. From this video, I assure that we have get what is the importance of the ICT, what is the e-learning that can be enabled by the e-learning solutions. Many universities, colleges may not survive by the end of this decade. It's a very important truth because of we are not e-learner, we are not the importance of the e-education, then we are not the importance of the aligning of your length of your life, which is in a particular moment that must have regarding the some online courses have already started by the government. Unless and until we are not follow these courses in the universities and college, will not be survived by the end of this decade. It is these are the 3 truths of the e-learning. Then what is e-learning and e-business? Naturally, everyone know about the MOOC, SWAYAM and some online courses, but it is already started in foreign countries before 10 to 15 years, and this is a one major business which can have give too much income to that peoples. This is some statistic is given. E-learning market will swell from US dollar 2.2 billion to US dollar 11.4. This is the figure. It is not today's 2 by 18. It is a figure of 2014. Only about the 5% of the population have taken online courses. This is the truth is that the maximum people not aware about the e-learning resources and some another online courses which is available already on net, but people not aware about that. The e-learning is still new in India. Actually, the ICT started by our ex-former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. At that time, the IT, this term is started, but after that, it have the one word is attached, that is the communication, that exactly called as the Internet Communication and Technology, that is the ICT, or we can calling as a Information Communication and Technology. These are the 2 terms are the same. Then e-learning is going to be big. Education and training form one of the largest sector of the economy in the most countries due to your some e-courses. Over the last decade, the number of the corporate universities grow from 400 to 1,800 by the e-learning. 40% of Fortune 500 companies have established corporate universities. Skill job now represent 85% of all job in US, in contrast to the 20% in 1950. That is due to the only e-learning. Education market will be big. Big growth with expected in education market. Student population in US college increased from 2,32,000 at the turn of the century to 30 million today. That is the impact of the e-learning. In one example I have took here, in Malaysia with one university in 1957, to over 21 public and private university today now. This is the big impact or the big change. The future soldier will not be carry the gun, but computers. That is the major impact of the ICT. The internet user continues to grow. Actually, this graph indicates that it is not today's 2018 figure. This figure is up to the 2014. The most widely used the e-learning or the internet base, that is the one topmost country in this area, that is the China, that is a 600 billion. This figure in a actually given in a millions. Then second one largest country is the USA, and the position of the India today now at the third position of the internet technology or ICTs. The how impact of the we reach to the this technology, but we go some in a not in a future, but in a back. It has started how you come to the this internet greatest impact, or we have used the ICT. It is not direct started. It have the one graph or one lineup, that is start with the some leaf, then we have converted into the before the media we use the some letters, we want to send some communication, then the telephone introduced, then television introduced, then satellite, then computers and e-learning. These are the growth, or these are the some impact which have given in a evaluation of educational technologies. Then e-learning, it is a blended mode. Actually, the from last in your education sector we have used this technology, that is chalk and board has long rule the classroom. In your childhood or also on college level we have used this, but today now we are not go for that, because will not be eliminated and less emphasized. Other than when we go for the e-learning, it is a interactive digital content, more emphasize on demand learning and interactive. More emphasize means everyone want to see whatever information which is in a broad way. On demand learning means I want to learn something, then it is not required go to the classroom in a particular college timing. I will open for 24/7. I can have click only on a single click. I have got any information. That is the one impact of interactive digital content, and it's a very interactive. Means we can also have a session is like that, we can questioning to your teachers at any your moment. Then this is the national ICT agenda. In that there is a one golden triangle for the ICT is that is a people, infrastructure and application and content. When you combine this, then it is calling as the knowledge based economy. Then go to the next one. Actually the start with the 2005 information society or information technology started. In a 2010, then it is calling as a knowledge society, and today all of you have waiting for the your mission which is given by the APJ Abdul Kalam, our ex president, that is a 220 or 2020. Then we have in a age of the competitive society, that it is possible when the most of the users can use the e-learning in a very well. This is the actually the nation agenda or education ICT agenda that must you achieve after the 2 years. Then what are the e-learning objective? Why you learn this e-learning? There are the three important aspects is that the speed, private and quality. Then what's meaning of the speed? Whatever things we want to given on net, it's depend upon the speed. Whether the speed is very greater, then we have catch information, download or upload anything is in a very great manner. Private is that we can make some online courses with some number of the MOU with the another foreign university, then it can have given the very rich informations to all of you. And then the quality, then that is the research based practices or some student good facilities or services which is under the quality controls. Then next one, it is a framework of e-learning. These are the four basic building blocks which can called as the students, lecturers, administrative and others. In every college, these are the four pillars. On that basis, the college is running very well. Like that, then we have maintained by e-learning, we can create as a staff database, student database, library database, some e-learning contents or some other database. And this number of the areas when you collected, then it can have the three under criteria: internet, wireless devices and client server technologies. Then it can have become to possible to create it. But for this creating this framework, we must have some infrastructure is required. That is the ATM, gigabytes Ethernet, wireless access points and satellites, and some another device is also required. Then what's a e-learning? Preparing students for the lifelong learning. I have mentioned here the e-learning in a dark because of whatever the impact can be given on this classification, like the globalization. It's a one important factor for the today's now. Learning organization, knowledge economy, impact of ICT. Naturally, impact of ICT is under the control of the e-learning. And what's of the e-learning effect, which is of learning society, learning communities, learning families and learning individual. This is the aim of the ICT. Then learning models will be need to change. Now I have already given in my previous slides, we use the some classrooms teaching instead of we use the some digital age. Then that is a industrial age learning models we can have transfer into the digital age learning model, then it is better for understanding of e-learning. Then how the people learn in a digital environment, what things is very important, is a e-learning effective, are learner ready and new learning model are needed. These are the mentality of the peoples. When you adapt this, then the achievements of the e-learning is very well. Next one, what is the differ between traditional and e-learning approach? In my previous slide, I have mentioned sometimes the traditional classroom and e-learning. Actually, we are sitting all of you here, it is the under the control of e-learning classroom, whether we all of you seated here. Then what is the traditional classroom? It is a needed physical limitations, the limited size is required, it is unlimited, that is the one important aspect of the e-learning. It's a synchronous, but it is not synchronous, it is anytime or anywhere. Then PowerPoint presentation, transparency, textbooks, library, video, collaboration, it is the traditional classroom, whereas in e-learning we are use multimedia, simulation, digital library, on demand, synchronized, asynchronous communication can be possible. And these are, I think so, this is the sufficient for to understand what is the differ between traditional and e-learning approach. Next one, delivery mode will be the change. Before all of you have gathered here in a control of the brick, means bricks. Then today we use the one term that is calling as the click. Whatever thing we want to require, you just click it. That is the three important aspects of the bricks is growing student population, increase in tuition fee, lack of facilities and funding. Whereas when we use the e-learning, it's a cost effective solution. Suppose I want to join any course physically, then we have pay a amount for that. But in your online courses, it's a freely available and we all get the more knowledge, that is find out your solution by the some cost effective solutions can have made by the e-learning. Next one, how the teaching aids will be the change. What is the standards are given before and today now. Naturally, your back years we use the blackboard, then we come to the OHP, overhead projector, then we come to the television, and then today we use the LCD, PC or whiteboards. Then a teacher obligation, it's a very important slide. I want to not explain each and every one, but every times the students are the very familiar with that teacher which gives something new. That is the incorporate old and new, means every times we are not teaching in a old way, we have added incorporate some new technology which is currently available. Sometimes the obligations by the students is that the particular teacher give the very old information, not any new thing is available. Then this obligation is completely vanished when we use the e-learning, and the standard may get increase and your status may get increase in your classrooms. It's a building of e-learning culture. How e-learning culture is very important by these three important peoples, like that learner, teachers and administrative. On the basis of these three peoples, we can have building an e-learning culture. Then e-learning tools, I have already mentioned my topic is the e-learning education tool. E-learning tool is the first one is email. Everyone know that. What is the benefits of the email? I will give one by one. It is not necessary to explain each and every points. E-learning tool, chat, it's a very important one tool that can have making a chat with your students for to sharing your knowledge and information. Next one, some online forum. Sometimes we want to join any particular classroom and then we can have given online forum. Forum is nothing but the number of group of people can have talk in a particular one topic, that is calling as a forum. Then e-learning tool, web means anything is available on web, whatever we want to catch or whatever we want to require, you just go enable with your internet and we can access anything by images, audio, simulation and elsewhere. Then video conference, it is a very important technology of e-learning is that not necessary to go anywhere. Suppose we want to have presented one paper and we are in India and your paper is at Malaysia, then we can have possible by this video conferencing. It is a very way, the standard name generally used for video conferencing is a Skype. It is a very famous tool. Then next one, what are the benefits of e-learning? I have mentioned all the number of the benefits. I have not mentioned each and every one, only just title I have given the clarification of that. Online multimedia learning environment, it is a one benefit. Second one is that it is a very convenient. Third one is it is cost effective, I have already mentioned. It is a very consistent and it is a media rich, repeatable, easier to monitor. Repeatable means when you already have some taught by the teacher, but we have not used that same lecture in your opinion repeated by the teacher. It's when you have video lecture, then it is very easy to access it in every times. Then I want to have mention one video which is very important to how my topic can have given valuable importance. Whatever I have already taught in the last 10 minutes can have given completely. By this video we can understand what exactly e-learning and how it is benefited. Instead of you go to the library and we want to collect the books, it's available online. It's not necessary you go in every time in a classroom, it's possible. By camera we can have also the facilities that which learner is not interested in your class, that can also find out. It is a one major technology, and it is a one important is that in your hand we are not stop any teacher when that teacher teach you, but it is possible by the ICT. We can have given a pause to your teacher and again continue. Thanks for watching this video, and lastly I want to mention please like this video and subscribe it also. Thank you very much.